If you clicked on this video, chances are that you would like to find out more about the difference between straight feel and shuffle feel, or straight feel and swing feel when you play guitar. Hey, this is the Bearded Guitarist. Welcome to the channel. Watch this video till the end and straight feel and shuffle feel won't have any secret for you. You want to learn how to go from this to this. Before we get into the core of this lesson, I've got a question for you. In which songs did you find shuffle feel or swing feel on guitar so far in your playing? Let me know that in the comments. I would like to hear from you because I would like to put together another video with examples of songs with both straight feel and shuffle feel. Okay, let's start playing a simple chord like this, an E major. Okay. And let's start strumming 4 times down. So we play 4 downstrokes like this. We can count these downstrokes as 1, 2, 3, 4. We're basically counting the 4 beats of a classic 4/4 bar. And when we do that, we are not playing straight feel nor shuffle feel. These are quite neutral because you're just playing one sound per beat. Then we'll divide the beat into equal parts, so we'll be playing not only the downstroke, but also an upstroke per beat. So it's gonna be a down, up every beat. The downstroke and the upstroke will have exactly the same length. So I can count the same bar as before, the same 4/4 bar as before, but this time I will divide this like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So rather than just counting the 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm also counting the end in between the beats. And again, I want to stress once more that the downstrokes and the upstrokes have exactly the same length. So it's almost like if you divide the beat in 0.50 and 0.50 every time you play a downstroke and the following upstroke. So again, let's play it once more as 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. We say this is a classic straight feel 8th note division. Straight because the length of the downstrokes and the upstrokes are exactly the same, and 8th note because if we want to play 4 beats and you're playing 2 notes per beat, you'll need 8th notes to get the full 4/4 bar. Now, in order to play downstrokes and upstrokes with the same length, which is the core of the straight feel, you need to keep moving the right hand, the picking hand, constantly. The wrist never has to stop, like this. Okay, if instead you're going to play a longer downstroke, like this, almost like doing a little rest after the downstroke before you hit the upstroke. You still play 8 sounds, but now the feel will be different and will be into a shuffle feel. So I'm basically taking sort of a rest after the downstroke in order to get a longer sound for the downstroke and a shorter sound for the upstroke. But how much longer the downstroke and how much shorter the upstroke? To answer this question, we need to get a little into theory, but I promise it's going to be very simple. We now want to divide our beats into 3 equal parts. So basically this is a triplet, okay? You can count the triplet either as 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, or instead you could just say 1E and 2E and 3E and 4E and. That's completely up to you. There are even other ways of counting the triplets, but that's not the point. You find the way that is more comfortable for you. Now, once you've got your triplet feel, your triplet per beat, you want to now skip the second sound. So instead of listening to 1, 2, 3, which is basically your down, up, down, every beat, now think about the same counting, but skipping the second sound, like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. If I now just play without counting the 1, 2, 3, you'll get something like 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3. Okay, that kind of feel where the second sound pushes into the next beat, it's basically the shuffle feel, okay? So we still have eighth notes per bar if we are playing all of the eighth notes, like in the straight feel, but the difference is that the two sounds within the same beat will not have exactly the same length. So the downstroke will be longer and the upstroke will be shorter. Now, because we went into this triplet feel division, like the 1, 2, 3 per beat, we could say that every time we count 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, or if you prefer 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and each of these notes within the triplet has a value of 0.33. We are basically taking one beat, dividing it in 3 equal parts, and it will be 0.33 3 times. Now, because we are skipping the second sound, the first one now becomes double the length. So it's going to be 0.66, and then we are going to be left with 0.33 for the second sound of our shuffle feel, like bounce, 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 bounce. You can think of it as if you're moving from the 0.50 of the straight feel into the 0.66, 0.33 of the shuffle feel or swing feel, which is exactly the same. Okay, there is also something that we call the percentage of swing, the percentage of shuffle feel that you want to play, because this is a feel, right? So the way you notate this in music, it's still with 2 eighth notes, but because we've got the shuffle feel or swing feel in the piece that we're going to play, we're going to feel it differently. So we can't exactly measure that first sound is 0.66 and the second sound is 0.33. You can shuffle that a little, okay? You can make it, for example, 0.68, 0.70. So you can add more shuffle, okay, to it if you like it. And that's why every time you hear something shuffle, it never sounds the same as the time before. Now, there is one upper limit, which is going to be 0.75. You don't want to get into 0.75 and 0.25, because that would be a different rhythm subdivision in 16th notes, and it's basically a dotted eighth followed by a 16th note, okay? We don't want to get into that now because we're not talking about 16th notes today, but just to let you know, we could say that the shuffle feel moves between the 0.66 and the 0.75 as upper limit for the first sound, when we say that the first sound of the beat is longer than the second sound. Now, most of the times when I was playing the examples in shuffle feel with the E major, I was playing 2 downstrokes per beat, okay? This comes from the division in triplets, because when we count 1 E end for the triplets, I was playing down, up, down, and if I remove the central notes, the second one, I'm left with 2 downstrokes. Okay, this is also typical of the shuffle blues that I'm sure most of you already know and already heard many times, like. Okay, but you could do the same shuffle feel even playing down and up as we were doing in the straight, just taking that sort of break that we were talking about after the downstroke and keep counting the 1, 2, 3 or 1 E end of the triplet feel. Now, an example of this could be with the chord D major when you play this song. If you know the title of this song, leave it in the comment. I want to know how many of you recognized already this song. Now, can you imagine this very popular song played as... which is straight? It becomes incredibly boring and it doesn't sound as cool as it sounded before. So again, the real way of playing it is... Obviously, when we play straight feel or shuffle feel, we might find different strumming patterns, okay? And sometimes we don't have 2 notes per beat, we have only 1, as in the example I was playing at the very beginning when we were starting from 1, 2, 3, 4. When you play that single sound, that single downstroke, you can't really tell whether you are counting straight or shuffle. So the difference between straight and shuffle, straight and swing feel only applies when you've got 2 sounds per beat. So guys, in order to practice the straight and shuffle feel, my advice is take one chord, like the E major that we were practicing, set the metronome as I'm gonna do right now, and try both with the same tempo. Right, so this is the metronome giving me the 1, 2, 3, 4, basically the 4 beats. I can count them as 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I could even play 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, when I do that, I'm not playing straight, I'm not playing shuffle, okay? But then when I play 2 sounds per beat, depending on how I'm thinking of them, how I'm counting them, I'm gonna get 2 different sounds. Let's get started with the straight feel first. So instead of just saying 1, 2, 3, 4, I will say 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 where the downstroke and the upstroke have the same length. Then if we get into the shuffle, I instead count a longer downstroke, okay? Like sounds very different from the straight feel. And if I play them one after each other, you can probably appreciate that even better. Alright, I hope you enjoyed learning more about straight feel and shuffle feel on guitar. All we said today applies to the 8th note rhythm subdivisions, both as a straight feel and shuffle feel. If you guys would like to learn more about how the shuffle feel applies to the 16th note rhythm subdivision, let me know that in the comments and I'll make another video, and next time we're gonna get it more funky. If you made it this far in the video, thanks a lot for watching. Make sure to subscribe and ring the bell to stay up to date with all the upcoming videos. Also like and share this video if you enjoyed it. If you want to learn more about music theory for guitarists, join my Friday live streamings here on YouTube, where I talk about rhythms like these from time to time together with melody and harmony. This was the Bearded Guitarist. See you in the next video. Take care.